Hello, fourth graders, and we are doing our units on customary units of weight. And if you remember, customary units are the units we usually use in the United States. Most of the rest of the world does metric, but we use customary, so we like to learn a little bit about this too. On our practice page, it says the weight of an object is how heavy it is. The customary units of weight are ounces, pounds, and tons. And there's the abbreviation. For whatever reason, they use OZ for ounces, LB for pounds, and then a capital T for tons. Okay? And by the way, this little sentence right here might be important later on in your task card. So remember what that is, okay? So here's kind of an idea of customary units of weight. An ounce is it's about the weight of a strawberry. Then a pound, about the weight of a pineapple. And then a ton, about the weight of a car. So it's important to kind of get these ideas in your head for the task cards that you're going to do in just a minute. And let's look at some examples. This says, Math in My World, example 1. Susie's father bought some sugar for their favorite recipe. Which is a more reasonable unit to use for the weight of a bag of sugar? Ounces or pounds? So here's a bag of sugar, okay? And it tells us right here that a small packet of sugar would be weighed in ounces. A bag of sugar is much larger, so we would weigh it in pounds. So pounds is a reasonable unit to use for the weight of a bag of sugar. Probably ounces for one of these little packets like you get in the restaurants or whatever, but pounds for the bigger bags. Okay, so just kind of a thought. You wouldn't use tons, right? Bag of sugar nowhere near as heavy as a car. So just kind of thinking about how we would weigh everyday objects around us. All right, let's look at the next example. Example number 2 says, which is the most reasonable estimate for the weight of a leaf? 1 ounce, 1 pound, 1 ton, or 10 tons? So think about a leaf that you see outside, okay? First of all, we definitely could cross off 10 tons, don't you think? Yeah. Maybe an elephant, okay? Nowhere near a leaf. And not a ton either, right? Like we saw on the other page, a car weighs about a ton. So a leaf is nowhere near that. And this says, compare the weight of a leaf to the weight of objects that you know. A leaf weighs less than a pineapple. That was on that first page, right? Or 1 pound. So we also wouldn't measure it with 1 pound. So anything that weighs less than a pound is weighed in ounces. The only option that contains ounces up here is 1 ounce. So a leaf weighs about 1, and you could abbreviate it with OZ, 1 ounce, or you could write out ounce. Really doesn't matter. Okay, so those are the type of things you're going to be seeing in your task cards. Kind of hate to show you this because these actually are some of your task cards down here. You are estimating the best guess for the pound of each of these objects, or I don't mean the pound, what you would use, or I guess about how much it weighs. So paper airplane, 4 ounces, 40 ounces, 4 pounds, or 4 tons. Okay, so this is basically what your task cards are going to look like. I don't think you will have any trouble with those. So get those done, and we will see you later where we're going to convert customary units of weight. Okay, bye.